Welcome to Entertainment Tech. I'm Melissa Cisneros.
And I'm Rachel Thompson. Coming up, we have the latest for you in celebrity gossip, fashion styles, and on-screen drama.
Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Celeb Chat segment. I'm Jessica Yon.
And I'm Micah Osbury. We'll be starting with the latest gossip. Serena Vanderwoods and fans everywhere are rejoicing. Gossip Girl star Blake Lively recently announced her pregnancy to the world through a post to her website, Preserve. This is the first child for Lively and her husband, Ryan Reynolds. The couple met when they were filming the movie Green Lantern in 2010, and they've been married since September 2011. Lively has been very open about her excitement to start a family. In an interview with Allure magazine, she says, "I've always wanted a big family." Reynolds feels similarly, and in 2013 he said, "We'd love to have a big family. We both come from big families. A lot of people say it's crazy, but we'll only know when we're there, you know?"
I'm so excited to see them go and have this baby because since now that Mila Kunis and Carrie Underwood are both having babies, the talk is whose baby's going to be the
I know,
cutest.
celebrity baby boom.
I know. Who do you think's going to be the cutest?
Probably Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds.
I agree.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey finally speaks out, or should I say, sings out, about her and Nick Cannon's split. While performing in Tokyo last weekend, Mariah changed the lyrics in Billie Holiday's song, Don't Explain. She changes the verse, "And I know you cheat, right or wrong don't matter," to "I know you cheated, mother." This definitely gets the fans questioning the couple's status. A source told E! that the pair is heading for a split. Mariah has started the divorce process. She is getting all her ducks in a row. As for Cannon, he puts to Twitter to claim that all the rumors are false and states, "I love Mariah Carey, and that will never change." Looks like these two need to get on the same page.
Actress Sarah Hyland may be in a comedy on TV, but her personal life is filled with plenty of drama. On Monday, the Modern Family star's request for a restraining order against her ex-boyfriend Matt Prokop was granted. As part of the restraining order, Prokop must maintain a distance of at least 100 yards from both Hyland and Hyland's dog. This comes after Hyland reported that Prokop made multiple threats and sent her emotionally disturbing texts and voicemails, among other abusive behavior. After she broke up with him, it was reported that in one incident, he even choked her. She says, "I was scared in fear for my life." According to TMZ, the restraining order will be enforced for the next 3 years.
After the 3 years, what happened?
That's what I want to know. Hopefully they'll have worked out by then, but
I hope so.
I don't know.
Hopefully this all blows over, so it
Yeah.
doesn't
It's really
stress
scary.
I know. On the red carpet at the American Horror Story Freak Show premiere, Glee star Lea Michele rocks the runway in a low-cut dress with an extremely high slit down the leg. Her body lost attention when a diamond ring was spotted on her left hand's ring finger. Although her and her boyfriend, Matt Patz, is getting pretty serious, reports reassure us that she is not engaged. She merely wore the diamond jewelry on that finger for no specific reason other than she wanted to. This relieves those fans that think it's too soon for this serious of a relationship after the loss of Corey Monteith, but also disappoints the fans that are ready for her to move on in order to be happy.
Personally, I think if it's time, it's time. She's finished grieving.
Yeah.
She can start a new chapter in her life.
I don't know. I feel like it's too soon.
Really?
Yeah, but we'll see.
Okay.
I don't know.
Last week, Real Housewives of New Jersey star Teresa Giudice was sentenced to 15 months in prison. On the same day, her husband Joe was given a 41-month sentence. In July of this year, the couple was charged in a 39-count indictment, and the federal charges against them included bank and bankruptcy fraud, as well as conspiracy to commit mail and wire fraud. The Giudices, who have 4 daughters, will not be serving their sentence at the same time in order to keep one parent at home with the girls. Teresa will be serving her sentence first and must surrender in January. After hearing about the sentence, Teresa says, "All I said to my husband was, please take care of our daughters. That's all I ask."
Following the cheating scandal about Kendra Wilkinson's husband, Hank Baskett, Kendra feels bad for how he is being portrayed. Although all evidence leads us to sympathize for her, she doesn't want the public to hate him for cheating on her. She says, "He probably made one little mistake, and now the whole world sees his bad image, and I hate that. It's so sad. He's a very amazing person who was trapped in a very bad situation. Even though the situation is hard for her to go through, she is standing by her man, forgives him, and wants the world to do the same. She hopes they can get back to the place they were before this incident." Stay tuned for the fashion news after the break.
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education. So every year I take promising high schoolers on a college tour to show them that higher education means a brighter future. My name is Nnamdi Asamoah. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
You can be a reader, tutor, or mentor too. Take the pledge at liveunited.org/volunteer.
Do you wear this?
Danse, balance, suis la cadence. On devient tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence. Dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou.
You didn't give up on sex? Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
Congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now.
Well, have you tried saving?
Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Welcome back to the Celeb Chat. I'm Erin Miller.
And I'm Caroline Cleary with your latest fashion news.
I am all about certain fashion looks coming back into style after a few decades. But there are some outfits out there that should have never been brought back into the spotlight. I'm specifically talking about parachute pants for men, with the pouches on the front. Celebrities such as Jason Derulo and Justin Bieber have been spotted rocking them in their recent music videos. It almost looks as though the front part is a pouch for a baby kangaroo to sit in. The pants come in many different colors, but if you are thinking about wearing them, the all-black ones are the most flattering. If you are concerned about expense, you don't have to worry because the pants are as cheap as $8. I say we should all just leave the parachute pants in the past and move on to the next fashion must-haves.
This Sunday, BuzzFeed released an article called 21 Old-Time Beauty Products That Will Freak You Out. Just because I didn't want to be the only one freaked out by this post, I figured I would share the 3 freakiest things with you guys. First, camel pee. Yes, you heard me correctly. Women actually dip their luscious locks in camel pee to create a shinier dew. I wonder what weird product they used after to get rid of the smell. Second, lard. Yep, lard. In the 18th century, women would put lard in their sophisticated updos to keep them intact for weeks. Thank God we have hairspray, ladies. The last cringeworthy beauty product is crocodile poop. People would actually exfoliate with crocodile feces to brighten their complexion and prevent wrinkles. After reading this article, I immediately checked the ingredients on my favorite beauty products, and I'm happy to report that none of these were on the list.
Just because you grow up, have kids, and become a mom does not mean that you have to stop being fashionable. Reese Witherspoon stays sophisticated with bright colored tops and simple bottoms to match. Witherspoon is not afraid to add a little fun to her outfits with chunky jewelry, bright bags, and fancy hats. And let me tell you, she loves her hats. My personal favorite outfit that she has recently worn has been a bright orange shirt and a black flowy skirt. Her light brown straw hat matches perfectly with her leopard print ankle strap sandals. She never forgets her accessories as she rocks a gold necklace and a gold bangle around her wrist. She shows all the moms out there that looking good on a daily basis really does make an impact on people.
As all Sex and the City fans know, the show was known for its fashion as much as its storylines. In an interview with Dish Nation, Jennifer Hudson, who played Carrie's assistant Louise in the first movie, hinted to a third installment. Hudson was quoted saying, "I think it might be happening." Although this statement is not convincing, other cast and crew members have dropped hints as well. In February, executive producer Michael Patrick King explained to Entertainment Weekly that he and Sarah Jessica Parker both felt the characters still had one more story to tell. Last week, SJP and Kristen Davis, the actress who played Charlotte, engaged in an interesting conversation on Twitter. Davis posted a picture of her and Parker with the caption, "Miss you," and Parker responded by saying, "Have you heard the news? As a huge Sex and the City fan myself, I hope they are not kidding. I want one more chance to see my favorite girlfriends, my favorite fashion, and let's face it, my favorite man, Aiden."
The problem with trends is that some are horrible and people still think it's okay to do them. If there is any advice that I can give you, it is not to try these trends. Everyone seems to really love ombre hair, and while it does not necessarily look bad, it is just overused. Rather than ombreing your hair, try to keep your roots natural like Kim Kardashian and Beyonce have done. But keep in mind that if you are going for this look, then make sure you get it done correctly or it will be a horrible fail. Another thing to avoid this October is stiletto nails. There is nothing worse than nails that could pop a balloon. Instead of having these talon-like nails, try an almond shaped with a cool nail art on it. This way, no one will be afraid to cut their hand on your nail. Just make sure that your nails aren't too long.
Tyra Banks finally revealed what her secret project is over the weekend, and the secret project is a beauty line. Self-titled Tyra Beauty, this cosmetic line has a lot to offer. It is a mail-order cosmetic line similar to Mary Kay and Avon. Tyra is calling her company Beautytainment, a place where beauty and entertainment are combined as one. All sales reps are considered beauty-tainers, according to Miss Tyra. All products come with a ridiculous tutorial featuring, you guessed it, Tyra Banks. She even branded the company with a theme song and music video that honestly you need to watch yourself to truly appreciate. Let me just say, it's exactly what you're picturing in your head. I will admit one thing, if her product can finally teach me the essence behind smize, I'm all in.
Eyebrows are one of the most important features on a person's face, and they are the biggest thing happening in beauty right now. So now, the only thing to figure out is whether you want to tweeze, wax, or thread your beautiful brows. The good thing about tweezing is that you can do it yourself and it is incredibly cost effective. Just be careful about which part you tweeze because sometimes the hair won't grow back. Also try to avoid magnifying mirrors because they will zoom in too close and you can over tweeze. Trust me, that is never a good thing. While threading seems to be the newest thing people are trying, it is such a quick technique and may take off too much hair. It is always a good idea to call your salon to ask about their technique rather than to put it to chance. Waxing, which is my personal favorite, is the best option for those of you with thicker, coarser hair. Continuous waxing encourages the hair to grow back thinner and softer. The only downfall is that redness and irritation that occurs after the hair is waxed. So now, you've got to decide what the best option is for you.
In Best Dressed news, I have to go back 1 week. I can't believe I forgot to mention this lovely ladies ensemble in our last show, so I figured I would just bring it up today. Officially stepping out as Mrs. George Clooney, Amal Clooney wore a long-sleeved cream couture mini dress in her big debut. Accented with pink and purple floral appliques, Amal looks stunning and the definition of a glowing bride. Now, for the past couple weeks, we have been giving our next Best Dressed recipient a lot of heat. She continues to make the wrong fashion choices, but this week I'm excited to say, Julianne Hough, you nailed it. Julianne stunned in a red pattern suit. The perfect fit, mixed with the matching clutch and gorgeous brooch, made the outfit to die for. She finally learned her lesson about letting the outfit stand alone, and I couldn't be happier for her.
Whoa. Normally Miley Cyrus and Britney Spears are fierce and fabulous with their outfits, but not this week. Both stars landed themselves as the worst dressed celebrities of the week. I am still confused by Cyrus's outfit and trying to understand what look she is going for. She is wearing a two-colored long-sleeve shirt that cinches around the shoulders and wrists. She is also wearing a tie and jorts. I don't know where this combination came from, but it should have never have happened. To top off her outfit, she has platform black shoes that are covered in polka dots. Yikes. Britney was also very disappointing this week with her too tight grandma-looking shirt and frumpy black shorts. Come on, Brit, we all know you can do better than that.
While filming for American Idol, our girl Jennifer Lopez really brought the heat. Known for her low cuts and high slits, Lopez really delivered with 3 spectacular outfits. First was the black and white maxi dress with more cutouts than a doily. Then she slipped into a glittery gray tank with baggy leather pants. Lastly, Lopez wore a black, tight, lace dress that really accentuated her curves. I swear, Jennifer Lopez is aging in reverse. She's the real-life Benjamin Button. But seriously, Jennifer Lopez can do no wrong and only continues to awe everyone with her beauty and one-of-a-kind J-Lo style. Listen to a discussion of these stories next. So that BuzzFeed with the lard?
I cannot even believe that women actually would put lard in their hair and think that that was okay to do, even for fashion.
So gross, so gross. And literally, because, well, obviously it's lard, so they put it in to keep it intact. Like, mice would crawl in there, they'd get lice problems, it was disgusting.
And you were telling me before that they would actually sleep with cages on their head so the mice would stay away and wouldn't attack their hair? Was that real?
Yeah, that's real. They literally slept with cages around their hair, and then mice wouldn't get in. Crazy.
Wow. I wonder what would happen if the mice did get in, then they'd be running around with a mice that was stuck in their head.
I wonder if they would even feel it.
Yeah, I don't, because the lard would be so thick. I don't know. Well, that's it for the Celeb Chat segment. Stay tuned for our on-screen scoop.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
I can't seem to save anything.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Hey, Mom. I got the job.
You've got the job. Welcome aboard.
I've got a job to do today.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Donate to Goodwill. Help provide job training in your community.
I'm Melissa Cisneros.
And I'm Rachel Thompson with your latest on-screen scoop.
Here's the movies that are coming out on DVD. The Purge Anarchy is coming to DVD just in time for Halloween. This movie is a sequel to The Purge, which was a big hit during the summer of 2013. The story is about the government allowing 12 hours of crime with no punishment. According to the government, this has lowered the criminal and the unemployment rates. The only reason why the criminal rates have lowered is because most of the killing and crimes are committed during the 12 hours. In the second movie, the targets for the killing are the poor people, which result in the unemployment rates to go down. The main characters, who are mother and daughter, are looking for a way to escape being captured and killed. Luckily, Leo, played by Frank Grillo, saves them, and others who are also running away. This movie is a thriller and will have you jumping for the surprising scenes.
Ryan Murphy, the creator of Glee and Nip Tuck, has decided on his next project. American Crime Story will be a companion series to American Horror Story in that each new season will focus on one real crime story. The CEO of FX announced Tuesday that he ordered 10 episodes of Murphy's future show. That's not all, however. The first season is titled American Crime Story: The People vs. O.J. Simpson. It is based on a book by Jeffrey Toobin called The Run of His Life: The People vs. O.J. Simpson. According to TV.com, the season will focus on the behind-the-scenes court chaos that occurred in the 1990s when the NFL player was on trial for the murder of his wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ronald Goldman. Though a debut date has not yet been announced, production will begin early next year in LA.
Continuing with the X-Men series, the new X-Men Days of Future Past is soon to come out in DVD. The film mainly received positive feedback, and according to MoviePhone.com, the film has 4 stars out of 5. In this movie, the story deals with mutants who are becoming extinct. The X-Men must reunite once again to stop the attack of the new enemies. For that to happen, they have to go back in time. The movie features many famous actors such as Hugh Jackman, the Wolverine, Jennifer Lawrence, Halle Berry, James McAvoy, and many more. For viewers who are seeking an action movie, this seems to be a match.
The second episode of Blackish did not do as well in TV ratings as the premiere. It fell from over 6 million viewers down to nearly 3 million. However, according to Entertainment Weekly, this is the strongest week 2 retention rate for any comedy that airs after Modern Family since 2009. There have been several different types of reactions to Blackish. Time magazine compares it to The Cosby Show and Key and Peele. New York Daily Times calls it funny, but it also says Blackish doesn't push envelopes or test edges. At some point, it will need to establish its own viewpoint. Brian Lowry of Variety says Blackish is a good idea, or at least a provocative one, rather disappointingly executed. What do you think? Blackish airs on Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m. on ABC.
Moving on a lighter note, Mr. Peabody and Sherman is coming out on DVD as well. This movie is great to watch as a family with the younger siblings. The movie is about Mr. Peabody, an intelligent dog who, with a human friend Sherman, make a time machine that takes them on adventures. Along the way, Sherman makes a mistake and creates a black hole which could alter the past, present, and future permanently. It is up to the duo to prevent from all this occurring and saving the world. This film is PG and features actors such as Ty Burrell and Max Charles as the voices of the main characters.
The movie Uncle Buck premiered in 1989, starring John Candy. Uncle Buck, the sloppy main character, becomes a babysitter for 3 kids when his brother, the father of the kids, leaves town for a bit. Uncle Buck goes on an interesting journey as he attempts to take care of the kids without making dire mistakes. According to Variety, ABC will be bringing this movie back to the small screen with a new spin written by Stephen Craig and Brian Bradley. CBS attempted this in 1990 through 91, but it only ran for a short time and merely resulted in the phrase, You Suck. Can ABC make it better, or will the new rendition of the movie fail? Only time will tell. No debut date has been announced, but Uncle Buck does have a script order.
Shailene Woodley comes back on the screen playing the role of a confused teenager in White Bird in a Blizzard. Playing Kat Connors, Woodley is dealing with the disappearance of her mother. She soon is revealed to a world of mysteries that her parents hid from her. Her father thought that his wife never loved him. Woodley has to find out where her mother is, even if it takes her high and low. It is definitely a different movie than the audience is used to seeing from Woodley, because it is more thrilling and mysterious. According to the reviews, she plays the role with a solid performance.
The Flash premiered on the CW Tuesday night, starring Grant Gustin as Barry Allen. When Allen gets a shocking jolt by a physicist as a result of an experiment gone wrong, he gains the power of speed. His nickname becomes the Flash, and the pilot episode shows him going head-to-head against his first supervillain, the Weather Wizard. The critics gave the first episode quite a few positive reviews, as did Twitter users. TV Guide says The Flash is one of the most enjoyable, agreeable, and infectiously exuberant new shows of the fall. The Hollywood Reporter calls it very well done and wholly entertaining. Are you interested in superhero crime-solving drama? Watch The Flash on Tuesdays at 8 on the CW.
Maleficent is coming out on DVD in November. The movie takes the plain story of Aurora from the point of view of Maleficent. It starts with Maleficent Angelina Jolie, who used to be a young woman with a kind heart. She thought of others before herself and wanted to protect her land. However, when she is betrayed, she changes from being sweet to evil and curses the king's daughter Aurora with the sleeping spell. She later realizes the answer to saving the kingdom was Aurora. The movie is a great watch, full of action and adventure, perfect for a family. It has twists that will keep the audience captivated. Other movie stars featured in the film are Elle Fanning, Leslie Manville, and Imelda Staunton.
The latest television show from Kevin Williamson is Stalker, a psychological thriller following the lives of detectives who investigate stalking occurrences. Williamson was the producer of the movie Scream and Fox's The Following. Stalker stars Maggie Q and Dylan McDermott as the leaders of the newest department of the Los Angeles Police Department, the Threat Assessment Unit. What's interesting is that the head of the department is actually a victim of stalking. The show has received mixed reviews. The Hollywood Reporter says Stalker is a manipulative piece of shock with no dramatic value, weak writing, and characters you won't want to get invested in. In fact, The Hollywood Reporter hopes that CBS will cancel the show entirely and light the remaining episodes on fire. Form your own opinion and watch Stalker on Wednesdays at 10 on CBS. Listen to a discussion of these stories next.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
That's low, that's low.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstoprex.org.
Good.
Homemade noodles. Oh. Marty, stop it. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. It reminds me, I've been thinking maybe we should try a new form of birth control. I heard about this one. It's called the IUD, intrauterine device. Or we could try the patch on your arm. Actually, I think that one goes on your butt.
Bedsider.org has birth control information and a lot more. And it's...
What do you think then? Arm or the butt?
So, have you seen Blackish?
I actually have not, but I heard some negative feedback on Twitter. So tell me, do you like it?
I do not like it at all. And, you know, I only watched the premiere. I haven't seen the second one or the third one or anything. But right at the very beginning of Blackish, Anthony Anderson called mixed people pigment challenged. And as a mixed person, I find this very insulting. I am not pigment challenged, okay? I'm black and white. It's very simple. So it's not just that, you know, it's the fact that he's insulting people of all races. And personally, I'm the kind of person who doesn't want anything to be categorized by race, but this movie or this show really does do that, and it focuses on being black in specific.
Yeah, even in the name, Blackish. I mean, I don't know, it sounds like it would be kind of weird, but since you've seen it and you don't like it, then I don't think I'm gonna watch it then.
Right, well, I definitely don't recommend it, but if you're interested in this sort of thing, viewers, go for it. Check it out for yourself. Don't just rely on my opinion. That's it for tonight. For Entertainment Tech, I'm Rachel Thompson.
And I'm Melissa Cisneros. Thanks for watching.